Hi, my name is Kylie. I am kind of nervous to do this. I've always wanted to do this for a couple of years now. I've just never actually done it. I've been very, I guess you could say embarrassed to do it, shy to do it, worried about other people's opinions kind of thing. I struggle with that a lot. A little bit about myself. I am married. I have 3 kids. My husband's name is Jordan. He is 25. I am 23. We have a 4-year-old son named Lyle. He's a character for sure. Yes.
I'm 25 like you.
You're not 25, baby. My second baby is Laura. She is 3. His birthday is October 6th, then November 13th. I feel like there's so many things, so many dates. He was born in 2019. She was 2020, and now we just had our 3rd baby, Lucy, little Lucy June. She is going to be 2 months, December 26th. She was born on October 26th. She had to be induced. They all had to be induced. Very stubborn pregnancies. My husband works at a sugar plant. I am an LPN. I'm currently on leave. It's kind of complicated, I guess. We live in Piggy, Mississippi. My husband has lived here his entire life. There's a lot of his family is here. I was born in Gulfport, Mississippi. I probably came here after Katrina, and I've been here ever since. We met somewhat in high school. I guess it's kind of a weird thing. I was, I think, 15. We met. Yes, I was 15. We met, or he messaged me July something, I believe, in 2015. He had just graduated. He was 16 years old when he graduated. Very early, apparently. Or obviously. He was very, very smart in school, but was one of them kids as well. One of them really, really bad kids, I guess you could say. So kind of glad we met the way we did, because if we would have met in school, we probably would not still be together because of how he was in school. So he messaged me in July of 2015, and we started actually dating November 6th of 2015. He messaged me and said that he used to see me sitting outside of, I think, driver's ed / PE kind of thing, sitting in the hallway. We would always have to sit in the hallway getting ready for class while the teacher was getting ready for class kind of stuff. And he used to say that he only messaged me because of how gorgeous I was, or am, however you want to say that, and how amazing my complexion was. My complexion has definitely left the chat over the years, having kids and stuff like that, getting lazy and not really being as dark as I used to be. So that's why he messaged me. He used to tell his mom, there's this girl that I see every day, and he used to tell his mom that I'm going to marry that girl. I am going to marry her. I don't know how, I don't know when, but he used to tell her that, and here we are. 7 years later, something like that. Yeah, it's been something else. I got pregnant. So if you don't believe in God, this right here should tell you. I moved out when I was 17, and I moved in with him and his dad and his mom in his garage. We kind of built the garage into a room for us kind of thing. And let's just say we weren't careful ever. And we always would not really kid around, but talk here and there, I don't know how we're not pregnant kind of thing. And I'm just maybe we were dumb, we were kids. We used to say maybe one of us is messed up kind of thing, and that's definitely not the case, because we moved into this house probably a year later after I moved in with him. He had a friend, or he has a friend where they got out of their trailer and moved across the street. It was a weird situation, but they basically offered the house to us for really cheap. I just had to clean it out and whatnot, and the rent was really cheap every month, so we agreed. We wanted to get out of the garage kind of thing. It needed some work, definitely. So we moved in September 29th of 2018, and I got pregnant, I think the second to last week, something like that, I don't really know, January. So literally a few months later, after we moved in, after we cleaned up the entire house and did what was needed, we got pregnant. And that I was 19, or I was 18 going on 19, because my birthday's in February 28th. So I turned 19 a month after I was pregnant. But that tells you 2 or 3 years no pregnancy. Definitely could have totally been pregnant. But obviously we did not need to have a baby in a garage. And God gave us a baby a few months after moving into this trailer. So that right there, I love looking back at that, because we always thought one of us was, not working kind of thing. Definitely worked, because Lyle, after I had him October 6th, a few months later, got pregnant with Laura. Yeah. So she was November 13th. She was born Friday the 13th of 2020. And I would always tell him, like, I want another baby, I want another baby. My anxiety actually was very bad after having Laura. It was very bad with Lyle. I don't do well with no sleep, let's just say that. And postpartum depression was definitely a thing for both kids. Yes. Okay. So postpartum depression, anxiety was not the easiest at all for Lyle and Laura. It's probably a crazy person in my head. But, yeah. So my husband would tell me for a long time that he's done. He has a girl and a boy. He's not having any more kids. He swears he's not having any more kids, blah, 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 blah. And about 2.5 years later, he tells me one day he wants a third baby. And I'm like, you've yelled at me. You've told me all these things for a long time that you don't want another baby. And now all of a sudden you want a third baby? Okay. And after he tells me he wants a baby, a couple of months later, we're pregnant with little Lucy. So behind that is he used to only tell me that. He said that he did not want another baby because of how bad my anxiety and stuff was. I obviously did not need to fit in a third child. So he used to tell me that he didn't want to have any more kids only because of my anxiety and how severe that was. Because he basically saw how bad I would be if we had another kid. Which I totally understand. I really do. Hey, be quiet for just a minute, okay? And I don't know why. I guess it just gets easier the more kids you have. Like, mentally. I don't know how to put that. But with Lucy, I haven't had any really breakdowns. I have been fine. My anxiety is great. When she cries and loses her mind at night, the gas, the everything, I'm literally mellow. I'm great. I don't know how the first two. I guess because you're a new parent, and then you squeeze a second kid in a year later. I guess the more kids, you have, the more you know. So in your head it gets easier. Just, of course it gets more chaotic and stuff like that. But I've been fine with her. I've been completely fine. Completely. But, yeah, there's that. Laura, please stop, baby. No, that's not, you don't need to do that. So, anyway, I am an LPN. I told you that. that, I was working at a nursing home. Literally, I started this job, I think January 26th of 2023, and we just got home of 2023, and I found out I was pregnant probably February 17th-ish, something like that. No, maybe it was March 17th, something like that. I don't know, I don't remember, but I know I was very early. I was like 4 or 5 weeks. I found out with all 3 kids that I was like 4 or 5 weeks. And yeah, I was like, great, I just started this job, I just got pregnant, they're gonna have to find a replacement for me very soon. And it was a painful pregnancy, which is not easy when you're a nurse and you have about 26 residents to round on and this and this. Lucy definitely put me through a number, and I was limping at work and all the things, but needed to get the job done. I planned to go up till, like, she was born October 26th. I planned on working till at least the 1st or 2nd week of October, because I needed it. But it got so severely painful that I, like, sometimes just couldn't even walk. Like, they tried their best to help me out and, you know, give me easier work and, like, take me off the hall. And they brought in somebody very early in August, so they tried to keep me there as long as they could, but the pain got unbearable sometimes, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So I left earlier, sometime in September, let's say the 1st or 2nd week in September, because the pain was just unbearable. I just could not do it anymore. And here we are, December 20th, 19th, 20th. And yeah, I am currently breastfeeding her. I'm trying to think. She has severe gas for sure. It doesn't matter how long you burp her. You could pick her up an hour later, pick her up, start burping her, and she'll let out this huge burp. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that problem is, but I think her gas is worse than the first 2 kids, which is new to me and my husband. Other than that, she's a great baby. She is a great baby. I love her. Oh my gosh. She's just really good. We have been in this trailer since 2018, and it's 2023, so it's been a little while. We're doing our best. We made bad decisions a couple years ago, of course, financially, and did things we shouldn't have, bought things we shouldn't have. We're, of course, learning from our mistakes, and we're moving forward, and we're trying our best to fulfill our dream. Our dream is to build a barn-dominium and raise our kids in it. Next year, because of their age, can you put her passy in her mouth, please? Because of when the kids were born, they will all 3 be a year behind in school. So my son turns 5 next year, but he's gonna have to go to pre-K because the cutoff is like September 1st or something like that, and he's October 6th. And Lucy is October 26th, and Laura is November 13th. So they will all 3 be a year older than all the other kids. Or, you know, if there's other kids that are like that as well. But still, they're going to be a year behind and a year older kind of thing. So, they are going to go into pre-K next year. I'm currently trying to figure out which pre-K I want to put them in. And that's where we're heading. And I am currently trying to go back to work because, like I said, we're trying our hardest to get our bills in order and get things figured out so we can find land and get a barn-dominium started. Makes me so happy looking at plans, looking at stuff on Pinterest and showing my husband. Of course, he doesn't agree with stuff, but he's going to compromise and agree with what I want. That's what, needs to happen. But I'm trying to find a night shift hospital job close to home. Night shift full-time because day shift, I'd probably work it because, a job is a job, and I would just let my mother-in-law and whoever else help out with bringing the kids to their sports and stuff like that. But night shift, I really want to be involved with my kids. I wanted to stay home. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom and bring them to absolutely every sport, do everything with them. Laura, please stop screaming. But that's not always the case. We need a second, working parent. But working the 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Allows me to, I won't be able to bring them to school, but I can pick them up from school because pre-K is going to be, of course, earlier than other kids. So I can definitely pick them up from school. I can still bring Laura to dance and gymnastics whenever I finally put her in that. I plan on doing that next year. And then baseball practices. Even if I work till 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, Saturday practice, I can bring him. So I'm praying as much as I can to do that. I've been applying as much as I can, and we're just gonna see how it goes. Laura, hold on, baby, I'm almost done. These kids are hungry, ready to get inside. So if I really missed anything about introducing myself, I probably did. I probably missed a couple things. I am about to bring them inside and feed them and probably edit this and post it as soon as I can. But I'm excited to see where this is going to go. So thanks for any support that I get out of this, guys. Have a good day. Bye.